Day in Houston, cars drive along a freeway.
Coming up on Animal Cops Houston.
Cable around a dog's neck.
Help for a dog as wire cuts way too close to his windpipe.
This is actually one of the deepest embedded collars I have yet to see. Watch out, guys, because
A frightened mother protects and hides her pups. An emergency. Investigators rush to help when an emaciated mare collapses.
There's a suck.
And will her premature foal survive the night?
A burly man wearing a black shirt with Houston SPCA investigator puts on a white cowboy hat and sheriff's badge. Images of the SPCA team in action, helping various pets and wild animals. The SPCA team stand in a row and face forward. Animal Cops Houston, with audio description by Deluxe. A white truck drives up to the Houston SPCA shelter.
The Houston SPCA investigates more than 12,000 cases of animal neglect and cruelty every year. Dedicated members of the 600-strong team of staff and volunteers includes vets like Dr. Catalina Thurston.
It just boggles my mind that in this day and age that somebody would actually forget to feed, forget to water, forget to just do basic, care for another living creature. I've started him on the sulfate.
Her work starts early in the barn as she checks on the condition of one of her patients.
His heart rate or anything like that. Get his temp also because he did go from one day being...
She was raised in Venezuela and knew, even as a little girl, that she wanted to help those who couldn't help themselves.
My passion for animals, especially for animals that are treated cruelly, has been lifelong. It actually involved rescuing a little kitten with a really bad upper respiratory infection that I brought home from the playground. My parents said that basically at that point it was up to me to raise the money to, call a veterinarian, and really enjoyed what he did for a living and asked him a million questions. And from that point forward, they say that I just kept saying I was going to be a veterinarian.
Dr. Thurston examines a dog.
Dr. Thurston left her private practice to join the Houston SPCA 2 years ago. And since she's been working here, she's fulfilled her lifelong dream of being able to help the most vulnerable animals in society.
My job satisfaction at the end of the day is, number one, I did everything possible to treat an injured animal that may have come through our doors that day. Number two, I'm going to do everything possible to support the investigative team so that they can do their job and so that the court system can do its job. So that is always satisfying when I know that we have really, worked together and we have a good case.
You're going to write down anything you see problem.
The Houston SPCA currently has 9 full-time investigators. They're led by Chief Investigator Charles Jansen.
Michelson is private road.
It's his responsibility to assign them cases and make sure vets like Dr. Thurston are kept in the loop. Today, Investigator Debbie Michelson has an emergency case that involves a critically ill mare and her foal.
Montgomery County is highlighted above Houston on a map of Texas.
The Montgomery County Sheriff's Department has been alerted by concerned neighbors that a foal has been born prematurely and needs help.
Michelson follows a man who picks up a small light brown foal.
We'll go ahead and lay him in the bed of the truck.
Constable Dwayne Morrow meets Michelson at a house where the foal is being looked after.
Oh, hang on now. Hang on.
These people were kind enough to bring it down here because it was obviously having some trouble. So we're going to take it down there and reunite it with Mom. Let me grab a blanket for you.
Michelson lays a blanket over the back of a truck, then Constable Morrow places the foal on it.
That's already looking, already aware that it's coming in and that needs to be looked at. So, we got a little boy or a little girl?
Little boy.
It hasn't been with its mother and it hasn't eaten from its mother in a while, so that's not a good sign.
Constable Morrow drives his truck down a road as Michelson sits in the back with the foal.
The foal is only hours old and is not able to feed from his mother because she's desperately thin, too weak to produce milk.
A skinny brown horse, Michelson carries the foal in the blanket.
It's vital that both the mother and foal are rushed back to the Houston SPCA shelter immediately.
Car on. Get him some air. When speaking with the vet at SPCA, Dr. Thurston, who is, who knows a lot about horses, I told her the situation. She said that it was imperative that we get the mother and the foal back as soon as possible. With the baby not being able to nurse, and with the mare just giving birth, there's all sorts of complications that could come, especially, with her weakened state.
There are no owners around, but Constable Morrow leaves a seizure warrant, notifying them that the horses have been taken because their lives are at risk.
Come on, Mama. She's emaciated through the shoulders. Her tail head, her backbone is very prominent. The hip bones are very prominent. She has very little milk bag, so I don't know if she's going to be able to nurse or not, but hopefully we'll get her. Come on, baby. Get her in better health.
The mare is led inside a trailer attached to a truck. Michelson pats the foal, which lays inside a car on a seat. She closes a door and the foal opens its eyes.
Investigator Liz Pavlicek will ride in the back with the foal to make sure he's safe.
Right now he seems to be doing okay. He really needs some milk right now. We're not sure if he had any of his mother's milk when he was born. I mean, he's a newborn, so we just got to make sure to get some fluids in him as soon as possible.
Investigator Pavlicek scratches the foal's side as she sits beside him in the car. Later, the car arrives at the shelter.
By the time they arrive at the Houston SPCA shelter, there's bad news.
Okay, you know what we're going to need to do? We're going to need to sedate her.
Wobbly in
The mare is collapsed in the trailer on her way to the shelter.
How long has she been down?
less than like 5 minutes, maybe.
Dr. Thurston and the barn staff must work quickly if she's to be saved.
Unfortunately, when these horses are this debilitated and this emaciated, and especially with her having gone through labor recently and delivering the foal, I mean, she's exhausted. She has no more strength. She's not going to stand up. You know, when horses this skinny go down, it's just, I mean, that's the last-ditch effort. I mean, if they can't get back up on their own, they stay down. That horse ain't going nowhere.
You guys got it? Okay.
They drag the mare on a stretcher.
Every available person has been called to the barn to help, and Chief Investigator Charles Jansen arrives to coordinate the team.
What do you want me to do, Charles?
A forklift drives in.
He's ordered a forklift to gently lift the mare into an upright position. Because she's so weak, her internal organs could be crushed by her own body weight if she stayed down. So it's a race against time.
Remove. 1, 2, 3, go.
Jansen helps drag the mare towards the forklift using a harness.
All right, stop.
I'd been in a world of trouble if I was the only one here. You know, you call in and you round up whoever is available, and everybody drops everything. Without everybody pitching in, we'd never be able to work on getting Mom up.
Okay, come forward. Stop. Up. Keep coming. Okay, move the sled. Okay, Doc. Just hand me one.
She's now successfully secured in a harness called an Anderson sling. She'll soon be transferred by a pulley into the stable.
Okay, we got the harness on. Good.
Farm Animal Adoptions Coordinator Judy Rundell arrives with baby milk for the foal. They've named him Super Trooper.
You like that?
So hungry.
There you go. Let's give it a... Come on. There's a shot.
Judy Rundell feeds Super Trooper milk from a bottle as Jansen helps secure the mare in an Anderson sling in the barn.
We always have room for improvements whenever we do something, but overall the team did wonderfully tonight. It's been a very long day for everybody. We've all put in well in excess of 12 hours today. The horse is depleted because it's tired, and so are we. But the fact that we were able to get the animal safe in there safely, the animal wasn't hurt, we're not hurt. All in all, it's been a wonderful effort. Let's start taking the webbing off.
Are we done with the tank?
Yeah.
Pretty much for the rest of the night, my plan is going to be to hang out here at the barn until she gets, her full 40 liters of fluids. Basically stay here, and feed the foal every 2 hours, and just kind of, nurse these guys through the night, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Mom? You smell your mom on this blanket?
A dog tied to a tree.
Oh, my goodness.
An emergency rescue for a dog whose collar is just inches from killing him.
It's really bad, a lot worse than what I had anticipated.
And Dr. Thurston decides the foal needs special treatment.
He's only a 70-pound little guy, so I can carry him around, and I'm going to take him home tonight.
When Animal Cops Houston returns,
Super Trooper sleeps.
Delivering unexpected moments. Extraordinary stories, sponsored by Prestige Flowers. Prestige Flowers.
Get the KFC double dinner deal for just $6.99. Do the deal until the 23rd of July. Only at KFC.
Waitrose are introducing new lower prices on hundreds of your favourites. Like unsalted butter, beef mince, perfectly ripe avocados, cherries, chickpeas, spinach, salmon fillets, bread, ice lollies. Was that ice lollies? Okay, that is a lot of arrows. Hundreds of new lower prices at Waitrose. Food to feel good about.
The other day, my lovely neighbour asked me, Rachel, what would you do with £10,000? Turns out she'd won the super draw in the Marie Curie weekly lottery.
I love my new car.
And she's not the only one. Karen at the coffee shop won the £2,000 weekly jackpot. She took her family away on an amazing holiday.
2 weeks away. It was gorgeous.
That's what's so great about the Marie Curie weekly lottery. It's something for the whole community. And every time you play, you'll help to make sure there's more Marie Curie nurses and healthcare assistants, like Assie and me here, so we can be out in the community, supporting people at home when they really need us.
The Marie Curie Weekly Lottery only costs £1 to play. Call 0800 144 5072 or go to mariecurie.org.uk/lottery today. You could be a star player. Call 0800 144 5072.
By using We Are 8 for just 2 minutes a day, the impact you can make will blow you away. Money to the planet, charity, and you.
Play Happy Tiger Bingo for the most awesome bingo winning experience with the chance to win $2.5 grand.
With Post Office Over 50s life cover, you can have the time of your life, safe in the knowledge we'll pay out money when your time is up. UK resident 50 to 80, your guaranteed acceptance. No health checks, and from just £1.15 a week. Plus, free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £100 gift card for Amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Call Post Office on 0800 171 2211.
Shop now with free delivery and flexible ways to pay. Freeman's, be more free.
That purifying, clean feeling that you love from a dental tool, now you can feel it at home with Oral-B's IO electric toothbrush. With Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head and unique micro vibrations, it removes bacterial plaque better than your manual toothbrush. For cleaner teeth and healthier gums, it knows just what it takes to give you the wow of a professional, purifying, clean feeling every day. The Oral-B IO9 was named Which Best Buy electric toothbrush in January 2023.
As the sun sets,
we are getting ready to start our lockdown investigation.
The clock starts ticking.
These are homes with extremely dark history.
We should not be in here.
Did you guys hear that?
A lot can happen.
I've never seen anything like that.
Between dusk and dawn.
Stop. Oh my God.
Brand new Ghost Adventures. Friday at 9 on Really. Or stream the next episode now on Discovery Plus.
Delivering unexpected moments. Extraordinary stories, sponsored by Prestige Flowers.
Prestige Flowers. Animal Cops Houston, day at the stables.
Yesterday afternoon, a team of Houston SPCA investigators and barn staff had to be mobilized to help raise a collapsed mare.
Super Trooper sleeps.
Earlier, she'd given birth to a premature foal that has been named Super Trooper. Dr. Catalina Thurston stayed through the night to make sure both survived.
I don't normally spend the whole night in the barn. This was a special circumstance. I felt that this little guy really needed a chance. We didn't really know a background history, and I really don't like just giving up from the get-go just because it looks like it's going to be, take a lot of time or it's going to be an uphill battle. Actually, just go ahead and go through the needles, okay?
Super Trooper is too weak to stand, and even if he could suckle, his mother is incapable of producing milk.
Mom.
She's been named Mama Mia, and although she's now eating well, she still needs to be fed fluids through an IV catheter. Without access to mother's milk, Super Trooper will have to be hand-reared. So Dr. Thurston has decided on an unusual solution.
He's only a 70-pound little guy, so I can carry him around, and I'm going to take him home tonight and basically continue the same sort of care I did here in the barn last night, but instead of being out here and in the heat, it'll be in my house, and we'll have some air conditioning. So I'm kind of excited about that part.
Dr. Thurston smiles. Super Trooper is stroked as he lays on cushions and sheets in the barn. A white Houston SPCA car drives along a freeway past cars. Houston flashes on a map of Texas.
10 miles northwest of the shelter is Harris County. Spread over nearly 2,000 square miles, it's the busiest patrol for the Houston SPCA. Investigator Jennifer Francis is responding to an urgent call about 2 dogs tied up behind a house.
You are adorable.
A small dog runs round.
The small dog has a very tight harness.
Surprised you can still breathe.
But it's the other, a German Shepherd mix, that's in real trouble. He's been tied to a tree by a cable, which is cutting deep into his neck.
They're decent body weight, so they're being fed, which is disturbing because obviously these people are coming out here to put food and water out, but yet they're not doing anything about this cable that's embedded into the dog's neck. So I'm waiting for Deputy Kendrick. She should be here any minute now so we can go ahead and get these dogs out of harm's way and get them back to the shelter and any help that they need.
A warrant will be posted on the door for the immediate removal of both dogs.
Did you knock? Yes.
Deputy Kendrick knocks on the door of a house, then goes round the back.
Hi, honey. Oh my goodness, poor baby. All right, come on. You want to hang on to that one and I'll get a little bit over here? Okay. All right, little bit.
Using cable to tether the dog has had a devastating effect. With constant tugging, it's sliced deep through the skin.
There you go, baby. There you go. It's really digging into the underside of the neck, and that's why, I'm assuming that's why there's a lot of swelling underneath around the throat area. You can't miss this. You cannot miss that. The owners do live here. Apparently the husband's at work, and the wife, it's unknown where she's at right now. I mean, it's for all we know, she could be inside the house.
Francis drives away with the dogs in the back of the car.
Show me 98, last location, en route to the shelter. I'm going to need a run set up in cruelty, but also notify the veterinarians that the dog has an embedded collar and needs to be seen immediately. ETA about 10-15 minutes.
Later, Francis takes the dogs out.
Investigator Francis is back, and she's growing increasingly worried about the German Shepherd mix she's decided to name Charlie. She's called Dr. Thurston down to the evaluation room.
Want them on the floor? Or?
No, let's just go ahead and here. Let's see where this all goes. Oh my gosh, that is like...
Yeah.
That is going to hit his trachea in a minute. This is actually one of the deepest embedded collars I have yet to see working here. Look at that. I mean, like his neck is filleted open, basically. So this is, like I said, the worst I've ever seen.
And this is just pure negligence. The owner didn't take the time to take into consideration the dog's age, the fact that it's getting bigger, the cable is too tight. It looks like it's wrapped around 2 or 3 times around the neck. So it's just pure negligence on the owner's part, and we'll, pursue criminal charges.
Dr. Thurston arranges for Charlie to go straight into surgery. He's going to need an emergency operation to save his life.
Easy, big guy.
He needs to be put under sedation. Infection is setting in, and the cable, acting like a razor wire, is dangerously close to his windpipe.
Once I get this catheter in and get him on IV fluids, then we're going to start trying to shave and get this cable off of his neck.
Charlie sleeps on an operating table.
Blast from the past. In 2007, Ranger tore his legs open on a barbed wire fence and needed emergency surgery. Now, he's living with the Brudnick family in Waller County.
He's the best horse I've ever known, wouldn't you say, Abby?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ride him all the time, and he's just a big pet. We love him.
He still bears the terrible scars from his accident, but after months of vet care and extensive skin grafts, he's fully recovered. Having once been injured and left to suffer, he's now healthy and being cared for by a new loving family.
Charlie's still sleeping on the operating table.
Charlie, the German Shepherd mix rescued by investigator Jennifer Francis, is undergoing surgery. He had a cable wrapped around his neck that was getting tighter and slicing dangerously towards his windpipe.
At least he is oxygenating at 94%.
Dr. Catalina Thurston has not seen an embedded collar as bad as this and needs to get the cable out quickly. The clasp has become gummed up with blood and tissue, and they're going to have to cut it free.
An assistant tries to cut through the cable with wire clippers. Dr. Thurston watches as the assistant holds onto the cable and tries to cut through it again.
I mean, it's like a whole bunch of small wires wound up together. So, yeah.
Charlie remains asleep as the assistant twists the cable and finally cuts through it.
I was worried about what was going to be on the underside of that last roll of cable. Whether I was going to be seeing like trachea or something like that. And, fortunately, I mean, it is granulation tissue. Okay, so that is a good, that actually makes his prognosis more favorable, okay?
Now that the cable is removed, she can begin to treat the wound with saline and a special gel to stimulate the tissue to heal. Dr. Thurston intends to leave the wound open.
Unless you can get totally clean, uninfected tissue, tissue with no debris, no hair in it, you don't want to really close your margins back up because you're going to trap those organisms underneath the stitches, and then it's just going to basically abscess open. It's going to actually not really heal properly.
Dr. Thurston bandages Charlie's neck.
Charlie must have been in immense pain. In the last couple of hours, investigator Francis and Dr. Thurston have rescued and stabilized him. But the next few days will be critical to his healing.
The assistant carries Charlie away on some blankets, Mamma Mia being dragged on the stretcher.
3 days ago, a severely emaciated horse named Mamma Mia collapsed after giving birth to a premature foal. Special emergency equipment was used to lift her upright.
In the barn.
All right, girl, come on.
She's still unable to stand by herself, so she's remained in a sling. Dr. Deborah Jean is worried that she's not making progress and thinks she may also have liver damage, adding to the list of her problems.
We're going to administer the antibiotic and the pain medication because her heart rate is very high, indicative of pain. So that should give her some kind of relief from the pain. The fluids are going to combat the dehydration which she has. These are some things which we have tried earlier and she perked up once. But since yesterday, she's not that perky anymore. So this is a final trial and see whether her inner reserves are cooperative with the treatment and she's going to perk up or not.
Mamma Mia drinks water from a bucket as she stands in her sling.
Mamma Mia was too emaciated to feed her premature foal Super Trooper. So Dr. Thurston has brought him to stay at her house, where he'll get some tender loving care.
Super Trooper sleeps on a bedroom floor.
She's had her house guest now for 48 hours. And like any baby, he needs regular feeding.
A baby bottle.
Until now, the special formula had been given by tube. But Dr. Thurston wants him to learn how to feed by himself.
Dr. Thurston mixes a milk formula.
When I first got him home, and I set him up in one area of the house that I wanted him to stay in, and he basically crawled off of that area and moved himself into an air conditioning room. And he was comfortable. I mean, you could immediately see him just stretch out and rest and sleep really comfortably.
Dr. Thurston carries the formula to Super Trooper in a deep glass dish.
All right, Super Trooper.
She sits by him.
Yoo-hoo, little guy. Let's see how this is going to go. What I'm hoping for right now is that he will actually be able to pick up the smell of the milk, and that'll actually, maybe stimulate him to drink a little bit of it. He still doesn't quite have his suckle reflex back, which is why I'm not really trying a baby bottle, because that would actually take a bit more strength in his mouth to nurse on a nipple. So I'm hoping to actually kind of get him to do it this way. He's interested. He just doesn't know how to slurp it up yet. See there?
She holds Super Trooper's neck with his nose inside the dish.
There, that was a swallow. But he is interested, which is more interest than he has shown, you know, prior to this point. So today's my day off, and this is what I'll be doing all day today. I'll be working with him on getting him to take more and more milk. Obviously, if I don't feel he's getting enough nutrition, I've got my stomach tube. I'll put some food in his belly. So we're just kind of one step at a time, and then another 24 hours it'll improve. Oh, look in here.
A dog barks at an investigator, then hides under a house.
How do you tempt a frightened family of dogs from beneath a house?
Hey puppies, we got some chickies.
And Charlie needs special surgery on his injured neck.
It's kind of like a neck tuck. How about that for plastic surgery? A little neck tuck.
When Animal Cops Houston returns.
Delivering unexpected moments. Extraordinary stories, sponsored by Prestige Flowers.
Prestige Flowers.
You got the love. You got the love. Yeah, you got the love.
There's more to love this summer at Matalan.
So where do you fancy them? With your heart condition, we're going to have to find specialist travel insurance.
It's not a worry.
And your age. They're going to take that into account as well.
Not a worry.
You're very relaxed about it all.
I am. Because it's all clear.
All clear?
All clear travel insurance. Look, they help cover over 3 million people with over 1,300 medical conditions.
All clear. Call 0800 848 8686 or visit our website.
The other day, my lovely neighbour asked me, Rachel, what would you do with £10,000? Turns out she had won the super draw in the Marie Curie weekly lottery.
I love my new car.
And she's not the only one. Karen at the coffee shop won the £2,000 weekly jackpot. She took her family away on an amazing holiday.
2 weeks away. It was gorgeous.
That's what's so great about the Marie Curie weekly lottery. It's something for the whole community. And every time you play, you'll help to make sure there's more Marie Curie nurses and healthcare assistants, like Cassie and me here, so we can be out in the community, supporting people at home when they really need us.
The Marie Curie weekly lottery only costs £1 to play. Call 0800 144 5072 or go to mariecurie.org.uk/lottery today. You could be a star player. Call 0800 144 5072.
Our warm welcomes, cosy cuddles and afternoon nappers. They're always right by us. So we do right by them. With Bella and Duke raw pet food, we thank them. Not just a life well lived, a life well loved. Search Bella and Duke online and receive 50% off your first box, plus access to our 24-hour video vet service.
By using We Are 8 for just 2 minutes a day, the impact you can make will blow you away. Money to the planet, charity, and you.
Waitrose are introducing new lower prices on hundreds of your favourites, like unsalted butter, beef mince, perfectly ripe avocados, cherries, chickpeas, spinach, salmon fillets, bread, ice lollies. Was that ice lollies? Okay, that is a lot of arrows. Hundreds of new lower prices at Waitrose. Food to feel good about.
Over the years, your life will change. Your family will change. You will change. But with Emma, your sleep will always stay the same kind of wonderful. Try our collection for 200 nights and awaken your best at emma-sleep.co.uk.
It's June, Dad.
Hello, June.
These came next door by mistake.
Sun Life. Must be my guaranteed over 50 plan.
Oh, yes. I've seen the ads on TV.
That's it. I wanted a cash sum to help cover my funeral costs. And the guaranteed payout can be worth thousands. And you can do it in a few minutes. No medical, no awkward questions.
Oh, perhaps I'll get a guaranteed over 50 plan.
Call us today and claim your 2 free welcome gift cards.
Claire stayed in this amazing hotel and paid this much for her room. Jess found the same hotel on Trivago and paid a lot less. Trivago compares hotel offers from major booking sites, so you can find a great deal for you. Hotel Trivago.
Extreme terrain.
Get down.
Extreme weather.
Seems like everything's against us.
Extreme measures.
Gold seriously makes you do some crazy things.
If you're going for gold,
Oh, look at that! Ripper!
you have to take it to the extreme.
No way!
Brand new Aussie Gold Hunters. A new episode every week. Stream now, only on Discovery Plus.
Delivering unexpected moments. Extraordinary stories, sponsored by Prestige Flowers.
Prestige Flowers.
Animal Cops Houston, an investigator carries a pet cage.
Investigator Shauna Sundberg needs to load up and get on the road quickly this morning. She's heard about a mother dog and her pups who need her help. Sundberg's patrol is in a densely populated area of Harris County, where reports of injured animals come to the Houston SPCA on a regular basis.
Every day brings its own different challenges. I've broken down and cried over different kinds of situations. It's just what is going on at that time. You know, sometimes you can get really stressed out and things will get to you. You feel so bad for these animals, and there's nothing that you can do but try to get them out of there as fast as you can and try to get them into a better place.
Driving in destination on right.
Sundberg parks.
Sundberg has arranged to meet Deputy Christine Kendrick of the Harris County Precinct 1 Constable's office. They've been told that a puppy has been injured and that the mother dog called Betsy is hiding her family under a house.
Puppies bark under a house.
Oh, come on, darling. Oh, darling. What's up with your eye?
They go to the dogs.
Okay.
The pups are nervous, and Betsy is being extremely protective.
Good stuff. Hi. Is that the one with the injured leg?
They try food to tempt them out. Sundberg needs to get in close to grab the injured pup.
I know, darling.
The puppy jumps.
There we go. All right. Under the left leg over here on the front, it's got a fairly large gash.
Sundberg carries a pet cage over.
Watch Mama. Watch Mama. Mama, it's okay. Watch out, guys, because
Betsy is becoming more agitated now that the puppy has been rescued, so Sundberg wants backup. She calls Senior Investigator Christy Franks.
Is it possible for you to assist us for a minute?
You want to set the trap up in the meantime?
Yeah, we might as well. Hey, Mama!
But while they wait, Betsy runs out from the back of the house, where a local man who knows her is able to approach and slip on a lead.
Good girl. Yeah, she's definitely got an eye injury.
Yeah, a cat scratched an eye.
A cat?
She was playing with the cat, yeah.
Christy's here with a catch pole.
All right. Come on.
An SPCA car drives up.
There. She's calmed down quite a bit, just getting her away from her puppies. It's okay, pretty baby.
They catch Betsy with a catch pole.
Watch out.
Come on, Betsy. It's okay, honey.
They put Betsy inside a cage using the catch pole and close it.
Thank you.
A puppy goes under the house.
Now that they've lost their mom, the rest of the pups have retreated deep under the house.
Well, you think chicken will work?
Franks wonders if they can be lured out with some tasty, strong-smelling food.
Some fried chicken.
You got some warm, hot, tasty food. They're more likely going to be going, ooh, what's that? And come out and try to get some of that yummy food from us. Hey, puppies, we got some chicky. Where was the one sneaking his head at?
He just all of a sudden was right there. I never knew where he came from. He just was like, bloop.
Not even fried chicken is tempting them out. So it's time to set a humane trap and come back tomorrow.
They're taking their nap for the day. We're going to leave this one trap here with the chicken in it in hopes that later on they'll get hungry and they'll go into the trap.
Betsy and her injured pup both need treatment, so these two will be taken straight back to the Houston SPCA shelter.
98, last location.
Sundberg drives off with the dogs.
I've always wanted to be there for the animals and help them in any way. And I feel that doing this job, I know we can't get to them all, we can't save them all, but at least we can try to get out there and save some.
Dr. Debbie walks through the barn towards Mamma Mia. He wears a green top and has a stethoscope around his neck.
Dr. Debbie is over in the barn to take a look at Mamma Mia. She's making some slight improvement, but in her weakened state, she can easily become dehydrated, so he wants to make sure she's getting enough fluids.
What we're basically doing is putting a new catheter in, just to make sure, and we clean the area properly so that she doesn't get any infection from the catheter.
Barn staff member Yoshina Woods has been with Mamma Mia since she came in.
She's a lot more alert, her eyes are brighter. She obviously has a bigger appetite than she did. Now, these are all positive things that we are hoping that continue to improve, so that her situation improves.
Once she starts eating normally, her anemia and her muscle loss is likely to improve, but it's going to be at least a month period, at least.
It's a big team effort from the Houston SPCA to give Mamma Mia a fighting chance of survival.
We are taking care of her around the clock and doing the best of the treatment we can, so that she would be a good horse, going to a nice adoptable family one day. So let's hope for the best with the care and attention we give right now. Now it's not looking so promising, but obviously there's a lot of work that should go into her to make her a healthy horse. So we are taking every step possible to do it.
He wraps a blue bandage around Mamma Mia's neck over the new catheter as Woods stands beside her.
Sorry. 10 days ago, Charlie was rescued with a cable slicing through his neck.
This is actually one of the deepest embedded collars I have yet to see working here.
Dr. Catalina Thurston had to operate quickly to remove it and treat the deep wound that was threatening Charlie's life.
So basically what I'm going to do is do the ketamine value.
Dr. Thurston decided on a course of treatment that did not involve stitching. She didn't want to trap any infection inside the wound, so she cleaned and bandaged the open cut and let it heal naturally. All that's required now is to operate on the excess skin left by the wound.
It's kind of like plastic surgery would be the best way of explaining this operation. It's going to take quite a bit of this excessively folded up scar tissue right here to then close it back up. So it's kind of like a neck tuck. How about that for plastic surgery? A little neck tuck. All right. Okay, so if you want to do that, and then I'm going to go scrub, okay? All righty.
An assistant shaves Charlie's neck as Dr. Thurston washes her hands.
That little guy, I mean, he is a youngster. He is a healing machine. He responded to the antibiotics. He responded to the wound treatments. I mean, he never had any complications. So in his case, I mean, that would be one of those that I can say, we did everything the way we were supposed to, and everything worked out really well. Not to sound corny or anything like that, but I mean, that's what my life is about, is saving their lives. And, as long as I can continue to do it, I will always do it.
Dr. Thurston starts operating on Charlie's neck as he lays on his back unconscious. Sundberg and Kendrick bring Betsy and her puppies inside the SPCA.
Investigator Shauna Sundberg has arrived back at the Houston SPCA with an injured puppy and his mother, Betsy. They were frightened and hiding under a house along with the rest of Betsy's litter. The puppy has been taken straight to Dr. Debbie because of some injuries to his legs.
And he's not putting...
Sundberg has also noticed that his temperature is very high.
He's got an abscess over here.
All right, there's another one, a big gash. So he has a pus-filled pocket under the chest, which is septic area, which I'm not going to open up right now. I will give an antibiotic to take care of it. Now I'm going to clip and clean the areas which are infected and clean them up properly.
Dr. Deborah's arm shaves around a wound on the puppy's leg as an assistant holds him still.
All right, he's not dehydrated at the moment. He's not a very skinny puppy. Probably he belonged to somebody and they were taking good care of him until recently he got injured. That's my best guess from what I see. He seems to be a really well-socialized puppy. I'm sorry. You're being very, very patient.
He wipes the wound.
You're a very good boy. He's being very cooperative. I'm just hoping in about 2 hours his fever would go down and he would be, feel much better. He will have his food and, obviously the food is going to help him build his immune system and make him feel much better.
The assistant wraps the puppy in a towel and carries him off through the surgery, in the barn.
From small puppies to larger animals, all are given the best possible care at the Houston SPCA. Mama Mia collapsed a few days ago after giving birth to a premature foal and has been supported by a sling ever since. But despite the best efforts of the vets, she's not making progress and has taken a turn for the worse. She has suffered liver damage. Dr. Catalina Thurston and her colleagues have had to make a very difficult decision.
I've had her in a sling for 3 weeks, and, with this up and down kind of no significant improvement to speak of, we have kind of had a meeting and decided that probably in her best interest, we're seriously considering, putting her to sleep, because it does look like it's going to be a very, very hard and difficult journey for her to try to get over this sort of a condition. In all honesty, we don't like calling it quits, with these guys. You've got to kind of put your own personal feelings aside. Is she really having a significant quality of life? If I start honestly answering those questions, I'd have to say no. Going to a better resting place is probably going to be the best thing for her.
Dr. Thurston frowns. Mama Mia hangs from the sling in a stool.
Mama Mia's premature foal Super Trooper has been a patient of Dr. Thurston's. To keep a close eye on her, she's taken her home.
A man carries Super Trooper outside.
She's been feeding her baby milk and has also asked her friend Mike Adams for help. He was brought up on a ranch and has a protein-rich recipe for building up premature foals. First, take a raw egg.
Biggest thing is this: make sure you have their bodies down. They can stand or they can lay down, whichever one they can do. And you hold their heads up high, so again, you open up the throat so it's easy for them to swallow. I'm going to hold his mouth open. It's not going to hurt him, but it won't allow him to close it. And you see, he has a lot more fight in him, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready? We just hold it open, hold his tongue to the side, and pour the egg down.
Mike holds Super Trooper's mouth open as Dr. Thurston pours a raw egg inside.
All right, and that's one.
There's one egg.
She pours another egg into his mouth, then strokes his neck.
All right. We'll put a little salt on my thumb.
Next, a small amount of salt.
That's good. A lot of times they don't know they can do certain things. So when you put the salt on their tongue, which makes them start to lick, and they want to move the salt off of their tongue, and then you put the bottle in, and then they make the correlation that when they chomp down, that they get milk out. And that's how you trick the body into a response that you want it to happen. He's taking it.
It's great news. It's very rewarding, very satisfying. He's definitely getting stronger, so it's making this all worth it.
When Dr. Thurston became a vet 10 years ago, she made a promise to help every animal brought to her. But Super Trooper has become a very special patient.
We're here to help the animals that cannot be helped, the ones that, are abandoned, the weak, the neglected. And, unfortunately, he didn't have very good circumstances under which to come into this world. And so I think it's an important part of my job to give him every chance that I can.
Mike and Dr. Thurston lift Super Trooper onto his thin legs.
The next stage of his treatment will be to encourage him to stand and begin to get some strength into those legs.
He is actually standing on his own. We're giving him a little bit of balance, but He's standing.
Every day that goes by is one more day that, he's alive, his body and his cells are developing and growing, so that's one more day that he gets stronger.
Super Trooper has had a difficult start in life, but everyone at the Houston SPCA is hoping these are his first steps to a healthy future.
Dr. Thurston strokes Super Trooper and smiles. Betsy and 2 of her puppies bark inside a cage.
When a family of dogs was found hiding under a house, only an injured puppy and his mother were rescued. Now, to everyone's great relief, the 2 other pups have been captured in the humane traps.
The puppies come out, I'll grab them. Maybe they'll
They're
follow.
happy to be reunited with their mother. Their brother is still undergoing treatment. Dr. Roberta Westbrook needs to check on the pups and Betsy, who has a problem with her eye.
We're glad to see the group back together. The puppies are very attached to their mom. In the kennel, I can see them pouncing on her and really enjoying time with her. So being separated from the mom, they're probably very nervous. Puppies depend a lot on their mother to teach them how to act, to teach them how to survive, and for comfort. And so when they're separated from their mom, they obviously feel a little bit scared, a little bit nervous. Maybe they don't know what to do. So I think they feel much better, much more comfortable around her. I'm sure they're waiting on their brother. They have a brother in the shelter here who was injured, and he's being treated. So after he undergoes his medical treatment, he can be reunited with this group as well. So I'm sure they're all looking forward to that. But we have high hopes for these guys. They're very cute. They're going to be highly adoptable pets. So we can't wait to find them new homes. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Well, the mom is very sweet. She's obviously got some eye infection. Both of her eyes have a lot of green discharge there. And the left eye, I think, is a little bit abnormal. It's smaller than normal. And that could have been something she was born with, or it could have been an injury that she had. So we're going to need to treat those eyes, put her on some antibiotics, and get those cleared up. But she's very, very well behaved, very sweet. She's just a little bit nervous, and that's understandable. But she seems like she's going to be a great dog as well.
Can Charlie overcome his excitement and pass his behavioral test?
Are you able to focus for more than a second to learn anything?
And Betsy's puppies, who became separated after their rescue, are reunited when Animal Cops Houston returns.
Okay.
Delivering unexpected moments. Extraordinary stories, sponsored by Prestige Flowers.
Prestige Flowers.
Our planet, our future, rests upon your cheeks. Every day, over 1 million trees are destroyed to make traditional toilet paper. With Who Gives a Crap's recycled blue roll, bums of the world, you can stand, nay, sit down for what you believe in. Uncrap the world with Who Gives a Crap.
Our award-winning best just got better. All right, Nick. The AirRam Platinum. Enhanced with G-Tech's innovative forward inertia drive and anti-hair wrap technology, you'll groom your floors to perfection. Order your AirRam Platinum today with free next-day delivery. After all, you can't have too much of a good thing.
Emma's got you covered for a peaceful night's sleep. Try our Emma Sleep Essentials for 200 nights. Awaken your best at emma-sleep.co.uk.
Oh, let's stop here.
Why did we stop?
I don't know. Just felt like a good time to stop. Gala Bingo, where a little joy goes a long way. So, take time to think.
If you want to lose weight, Weight Watchers is ready for you. Start today at www.com.
If you could take a journey inside your own heart,
Gabriel.
would you want to see what it remembers? who it holds on to.
Breathe. Breathe, Libby.
I'm really scared.
I'm gonna be right here.
How it was breaking. And if there was a way to save it, would you help us find it?
The heart stopped for 4 minutes. The condition is critical.
We put in an ICD. It corrects the heart's rhythm.
Hi, Mum.
Your heart is precious. Help us protect it. To donate 5, 10 or 20 pounds, text 5, 10 or 20 to 70499.
Welcome to the land of the seekers. A place with a lifestyle that travels. The land of the rich. The truly rich. The passionate. The trailblazing. And the thirsty for adventure. Thirsty for life. Those who seek, explore, and feed their eager minds. San Miguel, here's to the seekers.
By using We Are 8 for just 2 minutes a day, the impact you can make will blow you away. Money to the planet, charity, and you.
It's time for a transformation. To revive your much-loved furniture. The ideal way to coordinate your home beautifully. Plum's bespoke covers and curtains are measured and fitted by your local home consultant to make your furnishings look new in quality machine washable fabrics. Right now there's 50% off selected designs. For your free no obligation home visit, call 0800 542 5252 or visit plums.tv.
I've decided to go to rehab.
Jamie, quit breathing.
Her body is shutting down. I'm still here. We got a big surprise. Gage is going to be a big brother.
Brand new £1,000 Sisters starts Thursday at 9 on Really and stream previous series now on Discovery+.
The lives impeded by dermatological dilemmas tonight. Dr. Emma takes the challenge at the Bad Skin Clinic, new at 9. Then a woman with oozing, painful legs gets a surprise from Dr. Pimple Popper, new at 10. And at 11, an angry entity at Riddle House still holds a grudge against Aaron in Ghost Adventures.
Delivering unexpected moments. Extraordinary stories, sponsored by Prestige Flowers.
Prestige Flowers.
Animal Cops Houston, a bunch of black puppies inside a box scratch.
Life at the Houston SPCA is never dull. There's always somebody with a story to tell. Dogs and cats and wildlife are all welcome here. It's a place for cruelly treated animals to learn that humans can be kind too.
Kittens.
Woohoo! One dog named Charlie was rescued with a cable cutting deep into his neck. His operation went well, and now behaviorist Elise Gouge wants to assess him before he can go up for adoption.
It took quite a bit of work to pull it out, extricate it in a way that wouldn't damage him, and then to have it heal. And he really is healing well. Our vets are so good. They do such a good job. Okay, let's get down to business, Charlie. That's enough of that shenanigans. Hey, baby.
First, Elise needs to know if what happened to him in the past has had any adverse effects on his behavior. The food aggression test is one of the best ways to find out, and he must pass it.
Whoa. So he is doing a little bit of braciness with his legs, and that would just indicate that he's not entirely comfortable with this. He's like, excuse me, I'd really like to eat my own meal, and maybe you could get your own. But he's not showing any signs of guarding. Oh, and to eat and get a butt scratch all at the same time. That's even better. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to see that he's a little aroused. It's like, are you able to focus for more than a second to learn anything? If you don't channel that energy into something positive, guess where it's going to go? It's going to go into digging the best holes in the backyard that anybody's ever seen. So we just have to find the things that are going to be really healthy, constructive outlets for him. And if he's nervous with things like this, I would start off by squeaking. Good boy. And then just pairing it with a reward for him. And then I would begin to reinforce him. Good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Charlie. Here. Yeah, I'm going to actually take that from you. Good job. Well, I definitely think he would be great to go into any family. I would love to put him actually in a family full of, with some kids, maybe some older kids. He would catch on to fetching and doing all that stuff really fast. And I guarantee you, once he gets out of the shelter and mellows out of it, he will be the dog that comes up and just collapses on you. You know, his chances are fantastic. Oh, they're so fantastic. Diane, you want to just go right now?
Gooch scratches Charlie's back.
When Charlie was rushed to the Houston SPCA, it was Dr. Catalina Thurston who came to help. She'd never seen such a severely embedded collar and had to work fast to save him.
One more little tightening of that cable around his neck and, that would have been it for Charlie. So I think Charlie is one of those cases in which the teamwork that we put together, the investigators bringing him in, being able to address the issue right away and start getting that cable off of his neck, I think that played a major, major role in the success of his story. So hopefully he'll get that chance to go on to be adopted and have a really good, happy life ahead of him.
Charlie plays with Gooch excitedly as she pets him. Betsy and her puppies under the house.
Hi, Betsy.
6 weeks ago, Betsy and her 3 pups were found frightened and hiding under a house. One of the pups needed urgent medical care. The other 2 were later captured in humane traps and reunited with their mother. The injured pup was separated from his sisters while he underwent treatment. Now he's fully recovered. He's been named Buddy, and one of his sisters, Sandy, has joined him at the park. But there's even better news. They've both been adopted by the same family.
It's been great because we can get them together on the weekends, take them to the dog park, socialize with other dogs, and great that if I need a dog sitter, I can take it to my sister and vice versa.
It's really nice to know that we did a good thing, that, they were brother and sister, they were treated badly, but now they're in good homes and they get to see each other and they weren't separated. It's sad to see when, dogs have to get separated. He hasn't even been in here in a minute.
The reunion party is not quite complete yet.
Oh, look!
The other sister's been brought along by Louie and his niece, Marissa. And it's as though they've never been apart.
Okay.
It's nice. It's really nice to get them back together and let them see each other.
When Louie's family wanted to adopt a dog, they went straight to the Houston SPCA.
We know that there's a lot of dogs there at the HSPCA that need love and caring and maybe have been neglected, and they're not there by choice. So we decided to go and help out, be a part of the community and help out the animals that are there.
Oh, hi.
Marissa's delighted with the energetic puppy they've named Nala.
We have a trampoline and we have a chair right there. So she jumps on the chair and then she jumps on the trampoline, and then my brother's on the trampoline and she goes on the trampoline and then she starts chasing my brother.
A family of puppies who once took shelter underneath a house now have a home of their own, thanks to the Houston SPCA.
Good dog.
Individuals seen under investigation or arrest in this program produced between May and October 2008